seconds. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Mike's 4-2, Mike's 4-2. I got you, punk.
This is Marlon Mack, third-year running back. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Luck gives this one off to Mack. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Caught left side by Funchess. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Check out. 675.
Check pass. Check pass.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. Oh, and Mack has the ball stripped. And the Falcons say they have it. They do. Opening drive fumble, and the 4 miscues that they had last week. 4 turnovers, Charles. So this is a bad trend.
And, Brandon, you and I both know that they didn't just ignore what happened last week. They focused on it, tried to get better. And when it happens here again in this game, the head coach is going to see that as a direct reflection on his message to the team, and it's not sinking in.
A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. And he stopped immediately there. And that time, the tackle by Malik Hooker. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
26, Mike. 26. 39. I'm coming after you.
Hey, team 6. Team 6. Let's go.
3rd and long. It's Ryan. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively. Brings up 4th down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13.
Hey, South. Hey, let go.
Stop your whining. Hey, 58's the mic. Go 58's the mic. It's just me and you.
Get out.
They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. It's caught. Jones. A big pickup there. 20 yards as they convert on 4th.
61, go.
On 1st down, Ryan. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Justin Houston making his presence felt there in the backfield. To try again after the sack. Ryan airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Mike, 53. 53, Mike. Check.
Go.
Throwing on third and long. Ryan caught on the right side by Jones. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
On second down, Freeman. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is third down and 8. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. The linebacker, Darius Leonard, applied the heat. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
They have one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed him to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved though if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over. When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Check.
3rd and 2, Luck. Looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 2nd down now, it's Freeman. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Bravo.
From the shotgun, Ryan. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Alpha.
Mike, 58, right there. It's our time. It's our time. 58.
They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. And that is going to be incomplete. Dan Quinn's guys unable to come through there on 4th down. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Now Luck defers to Mack. And he loses the football a 2nd time.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now a 1st down throw, Luck. Ebron's got it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Luck to Mack on the draw. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Luck. Ebron with it over the middle.
Let's go.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be.
Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 29-yard line. Luck now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Luck able to find his tight end Doyle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 12-yard line.
Check out. 42, check. Mike 42.
On 2nd down, it's Mack. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Check out. 565. Check 42's the Mike. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day on this. 567.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down.
Check three.
Here we go on 4th. Lock. And he's got it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try to run with Hines. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Naeem Hines, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Colts have taken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Here we go, D. 58.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. He's going to air one out. He's got a man. Complete. Yeah, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
Check 24. Check 24.
Hey, Zoo.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Play action. It's Ryan. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Mohamed Sanu. Incomplete. It's 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Hey, Chris Lance.
He's checking Craig.
58.
Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, a chip shot here. So we're at halftime. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Jabal Sheard wreaking the defensive havoc. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Now a throw left sideline here is complete. 33 yards that time.
It's your first drive of the second half. You're down on the scoreboard. Maybe you just say to yourself, let's take a shot, see if we can shake them up. And boy, they hit that one.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Ryan. The left side completion to Jones. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
On the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Block on 3rd down. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the 1st.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Oh, he goes up top.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Going jet sweep, here's Campbell. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
It's 3rd and 9.
So a 3rd and 9, and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
We want it. Come to my world. Deuce, 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 deuce. 40, easy, alert.
From the 50, it's long. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 40.
A gain of 10 yards.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
40, go. 675. Shit.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That second down play nets a -4. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Now a play fake, and it's Locke. He's going to go deep for Funchess. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
You had to figure they'd take a shot downfield on 3rd and long, so the old cliche came into mind right away for me. Who wants it more? You always hear about receivers, you hear about their hands, their moves, their speed. How about the positioning and the desire to go get that one out of the air?
Here's Locke. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
At the 4-yard line.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here.
They'll run with a former Ole Miss Rebel, Jordan Wilkins. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
It's now 3rd and goal.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Here's Locke. Being chased out left, under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Duke Riley with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Vinatieri's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the air.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
At their own 28-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Pick me up. Here we go. Got it.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Getting it out left side to Sanu.
That's it, baby.
Complete to Mohamed Sanu.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
A gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Hey, South.
Ryan. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. To throw again is Ryan. Throw left side complete. It's Jones. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 42. Ryan now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Ryan. Sanu with a grab over the middle. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one goes for 30 yards.
And the Falcon 1st down.
Ready, blue lady. Here we go. 51.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he's brought down. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On 1st down, Locke. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he coughed it up, and the Falcons grab it. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Well, let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game. And all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball was the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing right now because they spend all this time on it with the fundamentals, taking care of it, tucking it away, and they're not doing it.
Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Here's Ryan to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Ryan. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons push further out in front. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. This will be fielded at the 17. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Checking the NFL scoreboard, they're in the 4th now in Minneapolis. And not much trouble in that game for the Vikings. They've opened their lead further. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them.
53, Mike 53.
They're going to need some therapy after this. Got it.
Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Now Ryan. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Ryan looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, but now it'll be 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing again, Ryan. And it's complete, Hooper. And he's got this down to the 35. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Ryan. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Luke Stocker, his 1st touchdown of the new season. And the Falcons push further out in front.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Falcons, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they'll fall to 1-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.